dispatched as his escort, you saw a lot more success behind that shield in particular. But we'll bring up an interview with G2 and, oh man, we're going to be reunited. Hello, Fabian.
Hello, hello.
It's great to see you again.
Great to see you too, Parker.
Great to hear your voice. First of all, congratulations to Pengu, the best player on your team, for being nominated for Esports Player of the Year.
That's surprising. I should be that guy, right?
Well,
I mean, I'm the best player in the world.
Well, best player in the world, but maybe not the best player on your team.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
No, you played at a remarkably good game today. Congratulations again on the Paris Major. Let's talk about Clash and Maverick. I know you like talking about new operators, but I want to talk about how you specifically used Clash in particular, because prior to this interview starting, it looked like there were a couple rounds where you would send Jonas off on his own, sort of, and would get picked early, but then you'd bring him in closer to the site and maybe have Goga with him, and it paid a lot more success. So what was the strategy in your mind as to why would sometimes you seemingly use Jonas by himself when other times you double up?
For most of the time when he goes alone, it's just to figure out where they're coming from, right? Like, you have a clash, you stand and look at the windows, they can't really kill you. So then we figure out where they're coming from. And if they're fast enough, which Vitality used to not be, you know, they played super slow, we didn't expect them to be in some positions where they were, then Jonas died. And That's just like us calming down and playing slower, and then Goga could support him.
And I mean, we noticed that today as well. You mentioned Vitality playing usually very slow. They seem to be on a much faster pace today, especially getting picks a couple times. I think that might have surprised you within the first minute or so. I mean, for your team, your adaptations are just always very strong. And coming out of Paris Major, it looked like most teams wouldn't have what it takes. Just focus on Vitality for a second here. How did you notice them playing differently in comparison to us?
Well, if you compare them to Paris, first of all, they were super nervous in Paris, and they wanted to show to the crowd how good they were, and I think they underperformed. That's just nerves, and then the crowd sitting there and cheering for them, and then when you start playing bad, you're going to play worse because you feel all that pressure. But, I mean, the way we play compared to how they play are two different universes. We play super fast, and most of the time, if we have the possibility, the round will be over in a minute, right, like you saw the last attack. But if we have very different play styles, and obviously I'm going to say that they play better when they play fast because that's the way I want to play the game.
Yeah, and I mean, when you force, and especially you on attack, you set the pace, not them, right? And that's one of their best assets, is that they set the pace on attack, and it can be a bit overwhelming. Last question for you is going to focus on Teller's Archives, the brand new site on Consulate. You pulled it out twice. We saw it also get pulled out twice from Vitality. What are your initial thoughts on the site in comparison to the other three? How do you attack it? How do you defend it best based upon what you've seen thus far, as it is still pretty new to Consulate?
How to defend it the best and attack it the best is probably not something I want to get into, because then I'm going to give away what we believe is the best ways. So we're not going to get into that. I just think the bomb site is really good, though. It adds a new layer of how to play the map, and I really, really, really enjoy playing that bomb site because it adds kind of a layer to a part of the map that haven't really been used that much, right? I mean, how often were you in archives or servers at all before? I mean, that's when you flank and rush basement, but that's not very often. And how often do you go into tellers? Never. Literally only to flank. So it's a good decision to add that bomb site, I think.
I mean, how to attack it best. I think, as you said, your final round there, you blow the hatch inside a lobby, you all drop, there's nobody from Vitality in there, you get a plant off. It only takes 30 seconds or so. Yeah. But it's great to have you back here. Congratulations again on the org as well. And anything to say to your fans or anybody in the community before we say goodbye?
Yeah, we appreciate the support that we're getting from our fans, and the support that we're getting from our organization has been amazing so far. So we're very, very, very happy to be with G2.
Wonderful. All the best in the rest of the season.